right, so every day for a real estate agent is completely different. There's not one day that is the same. And some days you have a lot of things to do and some days you don't. So today is kind of a medium day. As you saw, I got up, we went and played some pickleball. We took the dogs to get their haircuts and got those errands done. But now what I have to do is I actually ended up getting a listing from an old client of mine, which is awesome, that we're going to get ready to list soon. So I got to start the paperwork on that and get that over to them to start that. I just contacted the stager for that property. This property is vacant. So there's one of two things you could do here. You can either stage a vacant home or you can just leave it vacant. Now the thing is when it's staged, it's easier for buyers to kind of envision their space, envision their furniture. A lot of people just can't see it. They can't use their imagination, I guess. As well as I need to schedule photos for this property because we wanted to wait to obviously get photos done after the staging is done because photos look better that way as well. This property is pretty awesome. It's big. It's about 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, close to 2 golf courses in a great area. And it's a very well taken care of home. And now they are ready to sell. So happy that she kind of thought of me in this process. So got a listing, super exciting. I'm so happy that we got the listing. I ordered a sign already, got that all done, got that ready to go. Placed that order in. I need to probably order some booties because I want to have an open house at this property as well. We might have multiple open houses, but I know that we want to have booties because she just put in new carpet in that property. So we want to make sure we take care of that, and that's all good to go for the new buyers. So I need to order some booties, start doing the paperwork and getting that all over to them so they can get that filled out and signed. And then later on tonight, I do have a showing in Layton as well on another property for a possible buyer. And I need to print out the buyer broker agreement. So if you if you don't know, NAR has changed the rules, right? So it's not really a change. This is something that we've been doing for a while, especially here in Utah. Utah's laws and our real estate laws are different. Every state has different laws. There's like a big cloud that people stay under, but for the most part, the state gets to do what they want. So NAR just changed it for the big picture that we now have to have a broker agreement, a buyer broker agreement before we tour homes now. That should have been what we were doing in the first place. It was more to protect the agent so that you weren't showing a million homes to clients and then they just went to an open house and just signed with that agent. So then it kind of protects you because you have that buyer broker agreement in place. Before, what we were doing is just having them sign that before we put an offer in on a property, saying that we're representing them as their agent, they're our buyer, kind of thing. So it's not a huge deal. I just have to have it signed before we go tour a home. Not a big deal. So I just got to print that out, have that ready to go. So when we go show this home, they can sign it and get that going. That's going to be later today. So like I said, every day is different for an agent. And I'm not going to lie to you. You're not busy all the time. There are a lot of down days or downtime for an agent. Now you can find things to do, obviously, as in any business that you want. But I enjoy the downtime, like going in the morning and going to play pickleball or going to golf or just doing something. Right now, what we've been doing is running a lot because I'm going to be running a 5K. My first 5K. Don't like to run. It's not who I am. But I get that time in the morning to do that. And then we do the rest of the day. Any real estate stuff that we need to get done. Any client upkeep as far as just sending out happy birthdays or anything like that. But honestly, every day is different. That's the fun part about being an agent. So I'm going to get to work here. I am going to get these all scheduled. Maybe work. I got a lot of stuff to do. I probably need to clear off my desk because as I go through the week, it gets messy and we're coming up on the weekend. Sunday's a reset day, but we just need to get all this set up. Oh, I contacted my partner. She's going to bring me a lockbox and a post so I can put my sign up. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm so happy. So happy I got a listing. I'm so happy. So let's get right, so I got the stagers coming in on Wednesday. We got photos going in on Thursday. I'm just getting all of the paperwork that I need to send out to them to have them sign it and get them going. Yeah, I've never worked with stagers before. This is the first time that I've had stagers before. So I am kind of excited to go through the process and kind of learn about it and what's going on. I know that it sells homes, but I've never actually sold a vacant home. All the homes that I've sold have had people still in them. So having a vacant home and having a stager come, I think it's going to add to it. I think this house is going to would sell on its own, but I think stage is going to bring a lot more buyer activity to it. Plus it's nice to have it staged when I'm having an open house. It just brings it up. So I need to figure out that as well. If we're going to have everything done and going on Thursday, then I probably want to schedule an open house. Then I can list it probably by the Monday. So then we can have an open house that following Saturday. Get that all done and ready to go. It's just like when you do get stuff going as far as like a seller or a buyer or whatever. A seller mostly, because you have to do a lot more upfront work with a seller than you do with the buyer. Like I'll have to do stuff for the open house, obviously, and I'll take you along for that. For the open house, I just got to get some flyers. I got to set some things up. And then like I said, about 2 hours, I got to head out to Layton anyways. But yeah, day in the life of a realtor. This is what we do. You know, some days are a little crazier than others, but hey, I'll take it. If I can get a listing or a buyer under contract, then it's a happy day. But it also is like once in the moment when you get a buyer under contract or you get a listing, then in that moment you're like, yes, let's go. Like you're hyped, you get some adrenaline, and then when you start getting into this stuff, then that's when all the thinking happens. You're like, okay, what do I got to do for this sell? What do I got to make it look good? How do I get this the most money quickly and get it sold? But yeah, I'll take you along with me on that road as well. But today is a pretty decent busy day. These are the new forms from the NAR, so I'm just reading through them all, making sure that I'm filling them out correctly and making sure that I can explain these to my clients before they sign them, because it is new. So you have new things put in there, you have new verbiage, you have new things that you have to sign and put on there. So I'm just reading through them, making sure that they're good. Being an agent is a lot of just going back and forth. So it's you working on your computer, filling things out, going back to your phone, talking to photos, talking to staging, talking to the client, talking to the title, talking to buyer's agents, talking, just a lot, going back and forth with your team, trying to figure out what's going on. It's a lot of back and forth. So you just gotta be on top of that. All right. So I got most of that paperwork done.
Left onto 900 West.
Okay. I'm hoping that we'll get pictures back on Friday, and then we can list that weekend and then start having showings that weekend. And then I would like to do an open house either that weekend, so next weekend, maybe do an open house that weekend, or one the following weekend, or during the week, something like that. So that's what the hope is. So we'll see. So right now I'm heading out to go do a showing for a buyer that I have out here in Layton. This is going to be a fixer-upper, so this is not going to be too pretty of a home, but you have different buyers, you have different people that want certain things, and so you just go show them and you give your expert opinion on what you need to do. So yeah, now I got to hit the freeway, which is going to be packed because it is pretty much rush hour right now, and get over to that showing. So couldn't take you through that home. Somebody still lives there, I guess, but I tell you what, being a realtor, sometimes you get some homes that are just, it's hard. There was a used diaper on the floor, just chilling. I understand animals, I get that. You're gonna have cat smell or dog smell, I get that. And that's fine, but like human feces, it's a little much. It's a little much. It stings the nostrils. And if it's vacant, I mean, that's one thing. It's vacant. It needs work. It has to have all this stuff done. That's one thing. But to live in it, I've been in some crazy homes where they live in it, and it is just, oof, I don't know. I went into one home and they legit had like human and animal feces on the wall up to the ceiling. There was like dead mice all throughout the yard. Like, I don't know. Price to an investor, they want a cash offer, obviously. The thing is the roof looks new, the carpet looks new, the siding looks done. Obviously the yard is not, but that's not a worry whatsoever. It's hard because when you see a home like that, you don't know what they have taken care of or what they neglected. And so you just got to make sure that you're doing that. And when you're going up against people with cash, sometimes you just don't have a chance. The day to day, I mean, mostly computer work as far as getting all the paperwork done and everything like that. My client's heading out of town, so I'd like to have it done and under contract before they come back. That would be the ideal thing to do. As far as the other house that I showed a buyer today, another client, that one we're going to have to see. They have until Sunday to make offers on that one. Thing is that when you're dealing with a home like that, you're dealing with investors, so you're dealing with cash. And if you don't have cash, then you don't have a lot to play with. The only thing, kind of the best thing for it, is cash is going to come lower than the asking price. And if we come at asking price, then you might have a chance, depending on what the sellers want, more money or no hassle, less time. It's hard though, because to me, when a house is in that kind of condition, furnace looked pretty old, AC outside looked old. So those are things that you have to take into consideration when you buy a home at that level, at that lower end. That those are things that you're gonna have to go in and fix and redo. But it's not so much what you can see in those homes, like those things. It's the stuff that you can't see in those homes. To me, if owners aren't taking care of their property that you can see, what are they neglecting that you can't see? Is the plumbing good? Is the electrical good? Is the foundation okay? On these offers, they really don't want you contingent on a home inspection. They want little to no contingencies. They want to close quick, fast, and dirty. We'll see if they want to even put in an offer and try and go that route. Kind of play that one by ear. Overall, it was a great day today. It was fun. We're gonna have more of these days coming up, obviously, because we have that new listing going live. If you like these kind of videos, if this is something that you're into, make sure you check out these videos as well. I don't know where it's over here. I feel like it's over here because it's gonna be opposite of me, but check out the video up here if you haven't checked out those. If you like this type of video, or if you like more informational videos, definitely hit subscribe. Leave comments down below. Anything that you want answered by me, real estate questions, money investment wise, investment properties, anything that you want in that realm answered, leave a comment and I will get to them. I'll make a video about them. I'll answer those questions for you. You can follow me over at Instagram. I do a lot of shorts over there, show you some behind the scenes things when we're going out and showing houses, or just day-to-day kind of more stuff. Thank you for hanging out with me today, showing you a day in the life of a real estate agent, and I hope you guys have a great day.